Brown,
I can.
brown, 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 brown. You breaking bands to pay strippers, man, while I consider removing brands and reminding individuals to gain residuals by copywriting their own brand. What's the point? To get the grands. Social media is a buzz where people speak. Athletes and entertainers getting elevated above the true source of knowledge, wisdom, and a conscious mind. The public ego overreaches the motto of being kind. The one who rejects foolishness is known for attributes counted up to 99. Yet in communities, acknowledgement and submission is hard to find. People worship those who get away with doing dirt, especially those who evade serving time, to the point of making careers by glamorizing lifestyles of Trojan horses with no protection and false rhymes. Disappointed with the politicians that's voted in. What if I told you that participating in ballots is still a sin? Uttering praises to your president, legislators, and earthly kings is the same thing as lust, envy, and sipping gin. People pick up bad habits quickly while the good die young. Once again, you only live once. So our mission should be deliberate. There isn't much room in corporate nations. It's all rank and file, pen and paper, replaced by flat screens and bogus information. Meant to cause division by television, atheism, the common denominator for these days and times. Focused on NASDAQ indicators. You breaking bands to pay strippers, man.
I don't fall, cause when you fall it hurts. The blood I've spilt is red, and my skin is bruised blue like a smurf.
This is Crystallized production.
Universal beyond the physical, my mind blends planes like karate chops and boards, mixing into splinters, containing my temper, building with the creator. Instead of mass destruction, a sinner gets thinner, while I serve my elbows and knees. No macaroni for the ponies, no chicken George serving dinners. This is fortifying empires like Africanus marathon winners. Masonic erections with futuristic protections. If we're the suns, our planets and astral bodies are being treated alien like Mexicans. I don't fall, cause when you fall it hurts. The blood I spilt is red, and my skin is bruised blue like a smurf. A dragon in my essence, phonetics and numbers equate the nitrates to complete my lessons. Fry you up with some Crisco and Wesson. When the breath issues from my lungs, iron fist, mic checking, reincorporating the nation back to the original cause. First they beheaded us, and then they tried to remove our paws. Hold up a fist, they leave us all pairs. Tense my body so I twist back fingers. Wrenched, now you are falling backwards. Gravity, your enemy, meeting stairs. I don't fall, cause when you fall it hurts. The blood I've spilt is red, and my skin is bruised blue like a smurf. I used to swing hurricanes and gulfs, but now they're demolishing gulfs. Throwing hooks on shorelines and decimating folks. First it was Katrina, and then her sister came along. They had a party with a tsunami, washing out the land of the sun. Tune the tube to the KK Kardashians and take a room with the Hiltons. watching rich brats do their thing. Harlem shakes while the earthquakes surround Haiti's children. Columbine and Colombians toting automatics. Mayan stop their calendar. Is that why 2012 was tragic? Bigotry and racism floods the media and markets, claiming accidental murder to buff or shine when celebrity status darkens. Catch an anchor from the man on the news. Meteorites still falling. The Herald and Tribune are screaming lines, but nobody hearkens. I don't ball, cause when you fall it hurts. The blood I spilled is red, and my body is bruised blue like a smurf. I don't ball, cause when you fall it hurts. The blood I spilled is red, and my skin is bruised and blue like a smurf. Rose from Highest Heights, chilling up in the studio at Homegrown Productions. Mr. Kane on the boards, jacking and macking on another beat. You know how we get down.
Production.
I want to live for free. You cannot have my money. 5,000 watts tick, cause I got no money. I want to live for free. You cannot have my money. The G.O.E. must be grand because they stay gridlocked. Collection of the checks stop my biology and clock. Passed out my garage, then they dragged me for blocks. It used to feed dogs and water, now they sling dirt. When I advertise it, I can speak and spell. They ban me for my shirts, clientele on the rise. So the members basic dues, we exhibit tea and power lunches. Still inspired from beauty and beauty. Try to convince me that my 4 bottle skin was fair. Cut me off by yelling 4, 10 pins and a black ball. Now tell me who's taking score. I have some loot, you squeeze my juice, insisting that I have more. With a statue saying bring me beverages so I can make them whores. Smack your face and your other cheeks. Here's your name, now hit the door. I want to live so free. You cannot have my money, cause I don't have no money. I want to live for free. I should be up the tallest tree, back away a shade, with a sharp mind and a pencil net. I whittle down my savings, junk bonds, student loans, and mortgages with magnetic plastic cards. Convinced that I'm not drinking until mutant grass is in my yard. You can call me crabby, but you can't triangulate my saints. And one summer's midnight, you'll see 2 cities all the same. Steady paying all these calls for court, but no bailouts, just bailiffs. Erase my name and all intelligence with roll calls from jailers. Spawned from loins of lost litigators with the spunk up drunken sailors. With some Dixie, the South rises again like Viagra inside a Opie Taylor. I'm the ruddy red-headed stepchild that you don't want for your neighbor. I want to live for free. You cannot have
head got staring on like a crackhead. Almost around on all fours. I want to live for free. You cannot have my money. Cause I don't have no money. Terrorists. I want to live for free. Yeah! DJ March paid 5,000. I want to live for free on your spot. You cannot have my money. Cause I don't have no money.
Three roads, highest maintaining in my struggle, breaking bread with my brothers, moving my body is lifting weights. My words never miss a simple body weights. Gather around to hear the story of my struggle. When I choose to diffuse my recitals, the population doubles. It's time to build and heal. We don't need no more trouble. Brains getting cloudy, we stomping through mud puddles, worrying about mixed and pure breeds like Harry Potter, warthogs and muggles. Lynch ropes around our necks going willy-nilly. Brothers arguing over semantics in New York instead of showing love in Philly. Maintaining in my struggle, breaking bread with my brothers. Moving my body is lifting weights. My purpose never miss a simple body weights. I stopped listening to R&B, although Mary J. Blige and Method Man gave the electricity for my first seed to be conceived. Weathering storms, I wear silver in my hair, my wisdom a sign from concerned trees. Disregard the law, unless it was brought from the one who gave me life and air to breathe. The rest of the time I break down lines. Search for trustworthy members on my team. Not focused on being American, but I definitely plan on realizing the family's dream. Maintaining in my struggle, breaking bread with my brothers. Moving my body is lifting weights. My verbals never miss a single body weights. Flowers wilt today, drying up. Chocolate's melting so hot outside, keeping me cool and still sweating, making moves to win. But for me to lose, they still betting. Cash rules all around me, and these fools still checking, taking all that is mine, not waiting for the lettings, bidding jewels from my every breath, while the ignorant ignore valuable lessons. I unleash my mental synapses as registeredly well. Maintaining in my struggle, breaking bread with my brothers. Moving my body is lifting weights. My words never moving, sending body.
Atlanta, keep a real man down. You can't keep a real man down. Down the street from Decatur like 5 miles. I get around and speak future truth like 8 Mile. Cruising through the cab, no taxi or an Uber call. Feet hit the concrete, no stopping me cause I won't stall. Mix a lot and prostrate, don't read the final call. Quranic ayat is how I think, speak and talk. Chopping broccoli, consume it down to the stalk. Hashishim on ijtihad, committing haram. Light up a black and mild. Scope a lady for a wife, but she don't want another child. Shahada vibrates out my mouth, cause I'll be here for a while. La ilaha illallah. At train stations, passing through turnstiles. Busting through the gates, I cannot wait. On the path, I'm never wild. You can't keep a real man down. You can't keep a real man down. In the parking lot, cars and SUVs lined up with some bikes. Asphalt pavement, I'm impatient. Speeding through yellow lines. You follow rules like in school, scared to do what I try. Mystery shopper, sporting copper, no one telling me, hurry up and buy. Stay on the path and don't chase cash. With halal, there's no lie. I'm not corrupted like these suckers. Candy rappers should die. Get on the beat and then act sweet. Worse than Prince when doves cried. Bought a gem that wasn't glass with some class. Silver band with some more stones inside. Never ratchet, keep good habits. Who wants enough for a bride? Thought process, I must confess. Not smothered by pride. Park my truck like what? I ain't stuck. Catch a bus on purpose for a ride. You can't keep a real man down. You can't keep a real man down. Breeze through the scene like the Flash. Overdosed on caffeine. Blew up my HTC with too much THC. My favorite color green. No sugar, no cream. Muddy water is all I need. Pure cane syrup simmered for caramel and chocolate dreams. My brilliance might blind you. I absorb solar energy. Black feet with silver hair. Add crimson and sapphire to blend me. Sole proprietor of an umbrella. Risk and chance commuted to chess. While you advance to go mortgage monopolies. Like Solomon with the ants. I open up my hands and the birds fly high to come back to me.
I'm in the movies like Boomerang, 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 Boomerang. Boomerang, Boomerang,
Boomerang, man down.
Boomerang, 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 Boomerang.
You can't keep a real man down.
Boomerang, Boomerang.
I'm on silk screens coordinating with mushrooms and melting visions. You fall for scripts, scores, rapping food and prescriptions. Hammer told you can't touch this. You should be quiet and listen up. Cover up your shouting, pouting, kicking and striking won't make me change my decision. With your mind displacement, you need LASIX to clarify what you see and confuse minds. Thinking of our women are the only choice for living large and rearing our children. Too much imbalance with no challenge, bad ethics galore, and fathers missing. Too many mistaken in the population, while most real men are either dead or in prison. Prison recidivism.
Moving man, moving man, moving man, moving man.
Can't keep a real man down.
Moving man, moving man, moving man, moving man.
Grizzly Beats Productions.
Man. Atlanta,
Can't
man.
keep a real man
I'm up in
down.
Atlanta, man.
Can't keep a real man down.
Atlanta,
Down the street from Decatur like 5 miles. I get around and speak future truth like 8 miles. Cruising through the cab, no taxi or an Uber call. Feet hit the concrete, no stopping me cause I won't stall. Mix a lot and prostrate, don't read the final call. Quranic ayat is how I think, speak and talk. Chopping broccoli, consume it down to the stalk. Hashishim on ijtihad, committing haram. Light up a black and mild, scope a lady for a wife, but she don't want another child. Shahada vibrates out in my mouth, cause I'll be here for a while. La ilaha illallah, at train stations, pacing through turnstiles. Busting through the gates, I cannot wait on the path, I'm never wild. You can't keep a real man down. You can't keep a real man down. In the parking lot, cars and SUVs lined up with some bikes. Asphalt pavement, I'm impatient. Speeding through yellow lines. You follow rules like in school. Scared to do what I try. Mystery shopper, sporting copper. No one telling me, hurry up and buy. Stay on the path and don't chase cash with halal, there's no lie. I'm not corrupted like these suckers, candy rapping should die. Get on the beat and then act sweet. Worse than Prince when doves cry. Bought a gem that wasn't glass with some class. Silver band with some more stones inside. Never ratchet, keep good habits. Who wants a nun full of pride? Upper says I must confess, not smothered by pride. Park my truck like what? I ain't stuck. Catch the bus on purpose for rides. You can't keep a real man down. You can't keep a real man down. Breeze through the scene like the Flash, overdose on caffeine. Blew up my HTC with too much THC. My favorite color green, no sugar, no cream. Muddy water is all I need. Pure cane syrup simmered for caramel and chocolate dreams. My brilliance might blind you. I absorb solar energy. Black feet with silver hair. Add crimson and sapphire to blend me. Solar proprietor up an umbrella. Risk and chance, community chess. While you advance to go mortgage monopolies. Like Solomon with the ants, I open up my hands. Birds fly high and come back to me. You can't keep a real man down. Can't keep a real man down. I'm on silk screens coordinating with mushrooms and melting visions. You bump for script scores, grabbing food and prescriptions. Hammer toes, you can't touch this. You should be quiet and listen up. Cover up. Just shouting, pouting, kicking, and striking won't make me change my decision. With your mind displacement, you need LASIX to clarify what you're seeing. Confused mind, thinking our women are the only charge for living large and rearing our children. Too much imbalance with no challenge. Bad ethics galore, and fathers missing too many, mistaken in the population. While most real men are either dead or in prison. Recidivism, 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 recidivism. Recidivism, 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 recidivism. Stop it. Choices in life matters.
Moving man, moving man, moving man, moving man. Moving man, moving man, moving man, moving man.
DJ Microwave, 5,000 watts, blowing up your spot, taking everything you got. Up in iCats, Enterprises Lab. Let's see what he got. Got a headache in my stomach rumbles in my head. Feel a little bit of pain to remind me of death. Used to peruse Dead Sea Scrolls, now I'm head banging. For whom the bell tolls, half angel, half death. Knee deep in the trolls. Third eye got a master lock. Tear ducts are now dry docks. Life keeps leading me in a dangerous situation. Blowing up the spot. Bad boy, I'm not trying to stay off the hook like my bell. So whenever you catch me with crooks, it's just another story to tell. You'll hear me when the pen drops, reach out and touch ya. Sprinting stamina like a cheetah, I'm wary, can't trust ya. If you wanna bring the static, check out my attic. You're just standing extra on the stage. My life is like an onion, your persona unravels. My tales are too tall while you're minuscule, like them little pollutions from Gulliver's Travels. Three little birdies singing one song into the daylight. My meditations give the world sedations later in the street light. Just like everybody else, I'm caught up in the drama of life. House broken apart, separate maintenance from my wife. 3 seeds in this world and none of them girls. Got 2 straight from other roots and the other grafted and spliced. I lay claim on my name, that's why I got a million. Staying positive and productive, firm foundation for my children. Check out the sword I'm wielding, billion sun blazing, prism. Cold as glaciers on the hill. Strike at you twice, roll the dice, leave you an emperor's new silk. So what's the ill? Prithee pity, I say. It's coming back around and around again. Black nights, third cumbers, bringing darkness today. Build a pyramid with 5 stones, mausoleum for dry bones, injecting formaldehyde, drowning it in the Black Sea. Sporting 2 tomes with Davy Jones. Stole your daddy's beat and I'm ready.
DJ microwave, 5,000 watts, blowing up your spot, taking every move you got. They want a battle. Belt cinches my hips, not the swagger of a rapper. Hip-hop from start to stop, I'm too humble for braggarts. My spirit reads lyrics, and my life is an art form. Catch a beat from a DJ, and heat a room like I'm hellspawn. Diamond needles, 33s and 45s, keep my muzzle warm. With 808s and vinyl plates, I'll turn a square dance into a barnstorm. Oh, they want a battle, so I spray their broadsides red. They really want a war, and these are shells like Crylon cans. Who's talking beef now? Too many bad steaks on the shelf at my hood store. Bad steaks at my hood store. I'm so rare, well you can tell. Call me a medium like savants. Your flavor is like Salisbury and I bullied you for lunch. Flipped you upside down, no disrespect, but I needed some change, chum. Self-worth falling like toothpicks, but I still rate your lump sum. Got dishes and utensils, but still can't make a meal. My true value is hardware, and your soupy like dim sum spill. Like dim sum spill.
They want a battle, so I spread a broadside red. They really want a war, shells like the Crylon cans.
Oh, they want a battle, so I spread their broadsides red. They really want a war, empty some shells like Crylon cans. Who's talking beef now? Shoot that pig in the head.
You know, songs and styles, not the hard,
Let's get them sauce with souse, alcohol and hog's head cheese, flood some arteries and propagate a disease. Fantasy can't help it when assets are on freeze. Simon saying what's hot and got people jumping, aiming to please. Keep telling on yourself or make it up as you go. Either way, the more you make, you're just the industry's hoe. Every day, drive yourself for a life that shines. Not realizing you're a slave. Soul, body, and mind. Soul, body, and mind. Oh, they want a battle. So I spray broadsides red. They really want a war. Need some shells like Crylon cans. Who's talking beef now? They just state evidence to the veil. Drinking evidence to the veil. Pull a rabbit out of a hat and tell lies to the kids. Your magic seems tragic. Trickery works to the dirt. Make someone else do your bid. Overseers are Sherlocks. Half the hood is on lock with what you did. Popping gums and showing teeth like wild hair. Showing green grass spreads. Fall from my face like a razor to hair. And gunship shooting down me. DJ microwave, 5,000 watts, blowing up your spot, taking everything you got.
3P Roach, Homegrown Production Studios.
OmniBeats.com.
Oh, they want a battle, so I spray their broadsides red. really want a war. Be some shells like Krylon cans. My belt cinches my hips, not the swagger of a rapper. Hip hop, from start to stop, I'm too humble for braggers. My spirit breathes lyrics, and my life is an art form. Catch a beat from a DJ and heat a room like I'm hell spawn. Diamond needles, 33s and 45s, keep my muzzle warm. With 808s and vinyl plates, I'll turn a square dance into a barnstorm. Into a barnstorm. Into a barnstorm. Oh, they want a battle, so I spray their broadsides red. They really want a war, be some shells like Krylon cans. Who's talking beef now? Too many bad steaks at the shelf at my hood store. Too many bad steaks at my hood store. I'm so rare, well you can tell. Call me a medium like savants. Your flavors like Salisbury and I bullied you for lunch. Flip you upside down, no disrespect, but I needed some change, chump. Self-worth falling like toothpicks, but I still rate your lump sum. Got dishes and utensils, but still can't make a meal. My true value is hardware, and you're soupy like dim sum spills. Like dim sum spills. Oh, they want a battle, so I spray their broadsides red. They really want a war, be some shells like Krylon cans. Talking beef now, talking beef now. Shoot that pig in the head, shoot that pig in the head, shoot that pig in the head, shoot that pig in the head. Let's get them sauce with sauce, alcohol and hog's head cheese. Plug some arteries and propagate a disease. Fantasy can't help you win, assets are on freeze. Simon saying what's hot and got people jumping naming the please. Keep on telling on yourself, or make it up as you go. Either way, the more you make, you're just the industry's hoe. Every day, drive yourself for a life that shines. Now realizing you a slave, body and mind, soul, body and mind, soul, body and mind. Oh, they want a battle, so they spray broadsides red. You really want a war, be some shells like Krylon cans. We're talking now. Snitch stating evidence to the feds. Snitch stating evidence to the feds. Drinking evidence to the feds. Pull a rabbit out of a hat and tell lies to the kids. Your magic seems tragic. Shirky work to do dirt or make someone else do your bid. Overseers ain't Sherlocks, but half the hood is on lock for what you did. Popping gums and showing teeth like wild hairs, chewing green grass sprigs. Fall from my face like a razor to hair. A gunship shooting down mids, shooting down MIGs.
Shorty wants a house, car, and nice things, a good friend, and a diamond ring. Maybe get married in a half a decade. She got jewels on her fingers for which she paid. Making plans like blueprints and bricks. Stay laid in layers, wise enough to the world. She's wary of players. Got 3 kids under her wings, whose only wish is to obey her. There's nothing to this dove like maternal love, but she really wants more. Someone to share the little things with and make her smile more, or maybe do it big, but without the bravado. Life's picture seems negative and getting developed is hard to swallow. In the give and take, she's turning out hollow. Fools handing out disappointments and make their act hard to follow. So I use my own skills, the props I don't borrow. I just wanna watch a couple sunsets with you. I wanna finish what I started with you. Make funny faces and act retarded with you. You're back in my reach like a boomerang, and I ain't down with you. I ask her 20 questions and receive 5 answers. Feeding off her intellect, but I'm not brain cancer. She's in it for the romance, but I'm not good dancing. Stress and pride swell her up, and I just wanna lance her. Exchange and separate experiences, make both potentialers bored. just like a good farmer. I want to toil in the soil. Haven't seen her in years, but even today she stays loyal to me. Her pearls of wisdom I value like the crowns of royalty. Could have been a princess, and she's more than a queen. People playing with emotions like dopamine fiends. I want to share her dreams, eyes open or closed. I notice when I ask her, she doesn't say stop, no or don't. A simple life with simple pleasures is all that I want. I need a friend in my life like ballers need to stunt. I'm a hawk, graduated from chickens and still on the hunt. I just wanna watch a couple sunsets with you. I wanna finish what started with you. Make funny faces and act retarded with you. Be back in my reach like a boomerang. And I ain't done yet with you. 3P Rose, Highest Heights, Terrace, Highest Heights TV, DJ Microwave, 5,000 watts glowing, everything you got.
Centric.
I just wanna watch a couple sunsets with you. Shorty wants a house, car, and nice nigga good, praying and a diamond ring. Maybe get married and have a decade. She got jewels on her finger for when she paid. Making plans like blueprints and bricks and names and layers. Rising up to the worship warrior players, gathering kids under her wing. Only wishing to obey her. There's nothing to love like maternal love, but she really wants more. Someone to share the little things with and make her smile more. Or maybe do it big, but without the bravado. Life's picture seems negative and getting developed. It's hard to swallow. In the give and take, she turning out hollow. In and out. Disappointments and making the act hard to follow. So I use my own skills. Big pop, I don't wanna. I just wanna watch a couple sunsets with you. I wanna finish what I started with you. Big money faces and act retarded with you. Get back in my reach like a boomerang, and I ain't done with you. I ask her 20 questions and receive 5 answers. Beating up her intellect, but I'm not a brain cancer. She's in there for the romance, but I'm not a good dancer. Stressing pride, swell her up, and I just wanna answer. They say just separate, make for my temperature more. Just like a good farmer, I wanna dwell in her soul. Haven't seen her in years, but even today, she stays loyal to me. Her pearls of wisdom, my value like the crowns of royalty. Could have been a princess, but she's more than a queen. People playing with her emotions like dopamine fiends. I want to share her dreams, eyes open to close. And I notice when I ask her, she doesn't say stop, no or don't. A simple life with simple pleasures is all that I want. I need a friend in my life like ballers need to stunt. I'm a hawk, graduated from chickens, still on the hunt.
Single mothers are filled with stress. Between the new world ages, we were blessed, and Wu-Tang fills the air.
Why would they hang around me? The haters, the bears, and naysayers. Why would they hang around me? I got blueprints, carpenters, and bricklayers. Why would they hang around me? The haters, the bears, the naysayers. Why would they hang around me? I got blueprints, carpenters, and bricklayers. Make a plan and hear the voices say how many ways you'll crumble before the shovel hits pay dirt and you buy the land.
Identify each one like sand. Before the hour passes, a little heat turns the grainy air see-through like glasses. Associated with negativity, they work on longevity by accentuating the positive in hostile environments. They survive on the strife of others' laments. What's a sacrament? The downpours and downfalls can't save you from pitfalls and paved walls that cause you to face plant and get up grinning. The virtue of dollar of ideas stretching like baseball innings, and that's when they're spinning with no bell out of sight, except for IOUs of I told you so's penny. Why would they hang around me? The haters, debaters, and naysayers. Why would they hang around me? I got blueprints, carpenters, and bricklayers. Why would they? Why would they hang around me? Infringing on the copyright takes some time and effort. I'm a private, moving on my left foot. My company and class have rights restricted. Reserving my reservoir, they pick at my fences. Like shepherds and ranchers in dust bowls. I keep my plate full, with the keys to the light and the liner stove. My pie got chartered and gobbled up. Wedged like forks when they're bottled up. Took a tour through France and bottled the model up. Caught up in a motocross race. Twisted my arm and throttle up. Take a big gulp from my small cup that's brimming over with good sense. Into a saucer, inbounds like hopscotch. Level playing field seems too lofty and offer. I kick it with goal-oriented individuals like soccer. Outsiders examine your gambles to later claim being proctors and manners. Why would they hang around me? The haters, debaters, and the naysayers. Why would they hang around me? I got blueprints, carpenters, and bricklayers. Why would they? Why would they hang around me? There's an onslaught of devilish dimensionals creeping up on humane individuals. Once the sparks of life and light begin to shine, they scrape and pinch to gain your mind. Another brain sleeping is another soul leaking, while ego and greed keep feeding. Pass a book to seek a wag your tongue for cake box teach. Buddy you up, coated with flour and eggs, a little sugar for the sweetening. 500 years ago it was feeding poor cake and now everybody has diabetes. A few heads of roll, yet still skin and tongues remain swole. Close to Christmas present, watching the seagull win the cotton candy bowl. Go hard, whoop-dee. Run rebels, or fighting Irish. Look at mankind's pastimes, replacing soul of rhythmic desires. Why would they hang around me? The haters, the debaters, and naysayers. Why would they hang around me? I got blueprints, carpenters, bricklayers. Why would they hang around me? Why would they? DJ Microwave 5,000 watts going up your spot. Take anything you got. It's been over 400 years and the plot thickens. We're in the 21st century, new millennium. Still bringing life to Mason Dixon. 5440 or fight. The train came to me, came in, I didn't win, I didn't go north. I chose to roll with my feet and settle west in course. I tripped to Mexico and what is called Texas. Got the Federation and slave owners mad cause I ain't begging. Put my legs into work once I hit the borderline. No freedom papers needed, oil rigs, labor unions, and marches on me free my behind. It's been over 400 years and the plot thickens. We're in the 21st century, new millennium. Still bringing life to Mason Dixon. 5440 or fight. Can't make a buck with me. Billions out of willingness, out of luck, illegal kidnapping and breeding. Now your industry is stuck. Go to war and ostracize, knowing you're wrong, taking land and lives while singing corrupted fight songs. Your greenbacks ain't jack, and I don't want your gold. Tell me, who has the reparations for my soul? It's been over 400 years and the plot thickens. We're in the 21st century, new millennium, still bringing life to Mason Dixon. 54-40 fight. I'm not in the mood to party. Right now my family ain't happy. Keep your paper, metals, and gems. Trusting in what you rely on won't trap me. Found the youth wasn't found in the Florida Keys. In the search for the city of gold, almost left Aborigines and bison completely deceased. If depression is a disease, you really ain't helping. You charge a lifetime for possession, so I guess I'll never be selfish. Over 400 years and the plot thickens. We're in the 21st century, new millennium. It's been over 400 years and the plot thickens. We're in the 21st century, new millennium. Still bringing life to Mason Dixon. 54-40 or fight. Let's bring it up today. Currency identifies the breadwinner. Pay taxes on wages, property, and what you could call dinner. The one considered a threat goes to the penitentiary, plantation, even after the Civil War. This is a divided nation. Probably own prisons, ghettos, and reservations. Bombard us with destitution, gangsterism, and hallucinations. I'm not into politics, but I'm at your house party with no invitation. We're in the 21st century. Still, my DJ microwave 5,000 watts, blowing up no spot. Take microwave 5,000 child in the potlatch, we all spot. The soldier, that's always been in the soldier's home. Child in the potlatch, it's been all over 400 years. Mafia and the plot niggas, that's always 21st century.